Hi kiddos, in this video I will be reading through your chapter 12 math test with you. So if you have your test printed and ready to go, we can get started right away. And if you don't have it ready yet, go ahead and pause the video and then you can unpause when you're ready to go. Just a couple reminders while you're taking the test, because we are not live in the classroom, you can't raise your hand to ask me to slow down or repeat a question, but because this is a video, you have the power in your hands. If I'm going too fast, you can pause it at any time. If you need a question repeated, you can back it up at any time. Take as much time as you need. And if you do have questions that you can't figure out, feel free to reach out to me. You know I'm here for you. We are going to start on the first page of the test, which begins on 63 and 64. So make sure that you are looking at the page that has 63 and 64 on it, ready to go. Okay? So I will read through each question. If I need to help you work out some stuff, I will do that here on my whiteboard. If not, you can just put your answers in and we'll plug right through this. Again, I'm going to move quickly just because this is a video, but if you do need to pause in between problems, that's perfectly fine. So here we go. Number 1 says, use mental math. So we're just using our brains here. We don't need to write anything down except the answer. Write the number that is 10 less. So they have the number 37. On the line, write the number that is 10 less than 37. Okay, moving on to number 2. Number 2 says, Jeremy bought 26 crafts at the fair. He sold 10 of them. How many crafts does he have left? So he brought 10, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. That's how many crafts he brought. He sold 10. So we'll take away 10 because that's how many he sold. So how many now are left? Put that answer on this line. Number 3, which number is 10 less than 71? So using whatever method works best for you, you can write out 71 and figure what would 10 less be. You can draw 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 71 and figure out what would 10 less be. You can do your number line. And you can say 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 71. Jump back, what would 10 less be? Whichever of these methods works best for you, you are welcome to use. And then circle the bubble or fill in the bubble next to your answer. Okay, number 4, same thing, except we're looking at the number 84. So which number is 10 less than 84? You can either write out your 84 and think what would 10 less be. You can draw 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then take away a 10 and count how many are left. Or you can draw out your number line from 10 to 80, jump back a 10, and figure out what your answer would be. Whichever method works for you, go right ahead and do it. Number 5, it says, which addition equation can you use to find the difference? So right now we are looking at 70 minus 30 equals some number that we don't know. Now, remember what I've told you again and again and again. To use an addition problem, subtraction, we go this way. The addition, we go back that way. So we're basically writing this problem in reverse. So we'll end up saying, what number plus 30 would give us 70? And when you figure out what that number would be, then you'll have your answer. And you can fill in the bubble next to your answer. It says down here you can draw a model to check your answer. Drawing a model, you could draw out 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Take away 10, 20, 30. What would your difference be? That's drawing a model, okay? Up here, 6 tens, take away 4 tens equals how many tens? What they want you to do, and we did this in the book a few days ago, but I'll draw it out here just to remind you. So they have 6 tens, take away 4 tens equals how many tens? So here they want you to write how many tens that would be. And then in the boxes next to it, where it looks like this, they want you to say 6 tens equals what? 4 tens equals what? And then the answer is what? So 6 tens is 60, and I'll let you figure out the rest. 4 tens is what? And then your answer is what? Okay? Awesome. Number 7 says use addition to find the difference. So our difference here, they want to know the difference between 70 and 20. So 70 take away 20. So now we're going to figure out what goes on this line. Some number plus 20 is going to equal 70. Now it says draw a model to check your answer. So what we can do is draw out 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. We can take away 20, and that will give us our answer. Another way that we could draw this out would be to use the part-whole model, where we take our two parts. So we know one of our parts is 20, and we know that all together it equals 70, and then we figure out what that missing part is. And we can do that by drawing 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, and that would give us our answer. Okay? A couple ways we can do that one. All right, let's take a look at number 8. It says use 10 rods or draw lines to help. So 8 tens take away 3 tens. Remember, our 10 rods are just the lines. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. That's 8 tens. Take away 3 tens is bing, bang, boom. That's our answer. So now plug it in. How many tens are left? And then what does that equal? 8 tens is what? 3 tens is 30. And our answer is what? Okay. When you are finished, you may either flip your paper over if it's printed on both sides, or if you have 2 separate sheets, go to your next sheet. Okay, number 9 says Kyle bakes 60 muffins and she bakes 20 muffins more than Lynn. So Lynn has 20 less. So we're looking at 60 minus 20. So how many does Lynn bake? This is the problem you're trying to solve. You can do it by drawing out 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and take away 20. You can do it by saying 0 minus 0, 6 minus 2, or you can draw your number line, whichever method you like the best, and then put your answer on the line. Okay, number 10, they want you to count backwards by tens to subtract, so use the number line to help. So remember, we're looking at 56 minus 50, okay? We know the first thing we can do is bring down our ones because we're not changing our ones. Then you can look at your number line here, start at your 50 and count back 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and that will give you your answer. Okay, do the same thing for this one. So we know that our 5 will still be in our ones place. Then start at 90 and count back 10, 20, 30, 40, and that will give you your answer. Fill in the bubble here and write your answer there. Number 12 says use addition to find the difference. So we've got 80 take away 80 take away 40 equals how many? Well, what number plus 40 would give us 80? That is your answer. Figure that out, put it here, and then you'll have your answer for here. It'll be the same number here and there. Number 13 says Ted practices soccer for 75 minutes. Okay. This is 30 minutes longer than he practiced on Tuesday. So how long did he practice on Tuesday? So if we take away the 30 minutes, we'll know how long he practiced Tuesday. So you can do this any way you want. You can do columns, 5 minus 0, 7 minus 3. You can draw out 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and take away 10, 20, 30. Or you can draw out your number line, and it can go 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. We know that our 5 stays in place, so then we jump back 70, 60, 50, 40, whichever one works for you, and then put your answer or fill in the bubble next to your answer. Looking at number 14, it says use 10 rods or draw lines to help. So we're going to draw our 10 rods or our lines. 9 tens minus 6 tens. So we have 9 tens minus 6 tens equals how many tens? If we draw out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and we take away 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, how many tens does that leave us? Put that number here. And then in the boxes, you'll put in, whoops, that should be subtraction. You will put in 9 tens equals what? 6 tens equals what? And then your answer equals what? And when you're done filling all those in, you have one left to do. For our final problem on this test, it says Adam has 70 pennies. Okay, so let's write that down. 70 pennies. He spends 60 to buy a toy car. So we're taking away 60. How many does he have left? Use whatever method you would like to solve. Put your answer on the line, and then you're finished with your math test. You can take a picture of both pages and upload both of them to Class Dojo for me. Great work today, boys and girls. See you later.